We welcome you to Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull, Jay Williams, and Jay's 16 banners. Many retired numbers, the aura and the mystique greet the opponent here tonight.
Ed, all those accolades are great, but we're talking about 2019. This is a new, young Lakers team. Let's see what kind of effort they bring on the floor tonight.
Let's do it here from Staples Center. That's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
George knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
In the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Anthony Davis against Paul George. Cousins to Davis. Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket. To Paul George. Second effort. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Davis. That's off the side of the rim, short. To George. Whoa! What a finish!
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Cousins. Davis buries it on the catch and shoot. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Across the timeline comes James. Leads three. And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
James to Davis. Cousins to Davis. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Danny Green. From long range, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the left corner. Danny Green to James. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
His first effort, off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The assist from number 15, DeMarcus.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
To number 3.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitutions, Los Angeles.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
And look out.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Cousins. Defense making the ball carrier work. Clippers have got it. Williams. To Beverly. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. To James. He was hacked. They let it go. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Knocked loose. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Lakers are now serving a penalty.
With a drop step. LeBron James. That's now 4. He hasn't missed. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LA Clippers with the basketball. George, he's got it for 3.
Man down, man down.
Surveys the floor. LeBron into the front court. His team up by 7. And he knocks it down, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Number 23, LeBron.
To Williams.
Don't even play with him. You see, he can't guard you.
George.
Defensive foul. To number 3, Anthony Davis. That's his second personal foul. Team foul.
Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second and 3, got it. And he hits all 3 free throws.
Right back to it.
Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. Williams. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. LBJ has it. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Caldwell Pope steps out and hits.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a 3-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the 3-point shot.
Paul George, 4 out of 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Lakers at the controls right now. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beverly into the front court. 9-point margin. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Ivica Zubac. He's got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. To Stevenson. Lou Williams with the block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams.
Everybody clap your hands.
To Stevenson for 3. And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Second and 3 is good. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. Leonard over to the right side. Patrick Beverly. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beverly into the front court. His team down 9. Williams. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
The assist from number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Leonard. So the first points for him in this first half. And he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. LeBron James. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
0, Kyle Kuzma. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Leonard. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing here.
Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. To Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Danny Green, that's his first personal foul. The Lakers.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. And finishes strong. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Paul George. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Can't connect.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
And he drains it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Passed it off. Davis buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And strokes it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To George. Has a look. The shot by George won't go down. And 2 for AD.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
A big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down.
Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
James to Davis. A fundamental shot right there. George. Deep left corner. 4-3. They'll take that any day.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Leonard. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Davis. Clippers have it. Anthony Davis. Tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip. Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Our game programs have player bios, team stats, fan interviews, and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get your game program from a team representative at any
Time for some new personnel into the game. James to Caldwell Pope. Well, can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
James. Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Short jumper off the mark. Cousins to Caldwell Pope. From the painted area, won't go down. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Strong finish for Paul George. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's now 4 for 6. Time expires. The Lakers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Paul George to Leonard. Down low George. And a throwdown.
You see, that's well-timed right there. Not a minute too soon or a minute too late. They needed that one.
James to Davis. Able to convert inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
hits.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Los Angeles has the basketball. The screen sets him up for two.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Down low to Williams. Lou Williams! That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
To number 2. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George. No good. To Caldwell Pope. Clippers have got it. Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Gets it in the right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. And the Lakers clear. To Stevenson. Jumper's good.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Luke Walton making some changes on the court. James to Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green to Davis.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
And he hits.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2. Los Angeles Lakers.
George. Not easy. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
and the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Anthony Davis, that's his fourth personal foul. Team foul.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. LeBron with it up top. Up by 3. To Davis. Scores from the post.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Now the Clippers call a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. George, he engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Team foul number 1.
Danny Green.
Clippers are in the penalty.
James, over to the right side. To James. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Another follow. No good. Timeout called here by the Clippers. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. That misses with a second to go. The Lakers get the victory as they take care of business at home. And all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen, saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.